So the topic number 4, adaptability and teamwork for the workplace, development of emotional intelligence for effective teamwork. This video explores development of emotional intelligence to enhance teamwork performance. Technical skills by themselves do not guarantee success in modern workplaces. Teamwork, communication, and leadership require the capability to understand and control emotions. EQ, or emotional intelligence, determines the effectiveness of personal and professional relationship management for individuals. Take a moment to think about a recent situation where emotional intelligence might have helped you or your team handle a challenge more effectively. Learning outcomes. So, by the end of the session, you will learn the key components of emotional intelligence, the impact of emotional intelligence on team collaboration and conflict resolution processes, effective methods for developing emotional intelligence abilities at work. When people understand and apply emotional intelligence, they achieve higher job satisfaction along with better team collaboration and problem-solving abilities. Both leaders and team members, as well as independent professionals, will benefit from emotional intelligence because it enables them to create better connections and preserve a positive work atmosphere. We need to start by exploring the true definition of emotional intelligence and its importance for effective team interaction. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence means understanding and controlling our emotions and the capacity to identify and affect the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence evaluates emotional and social competences, unlike IQ, which assesses cognitive capacities. Think about a recent situation at work. How might recognizing your emotions or those of others have changed the outcome? 5 key components of emotional intelligence. We will now examine the 5 essential elements of emotional intelligence that researchers have determined. First, we have self-awareness. Self-awareness means identifying and understanding your emotional states. It's the foundation of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness allows you to understand what triggers your emotions so you can respond in a truthful manner instead of reacting on impulse. Self-awareness helps you control your actions and choose wisely during difficult circumstances. How frequently do you take the time to identify your emotional state before responding to situation at work? Next is self-regulation. Self-regulation requires you to exercise control over your immediate reactions, especially during stressful situations. You need to keep your composure when stress increases and make thoughtful decisions instead of letting your emotions dictate your actions. The ability to change your approach to new situations while keeping your composure is essential to self-regulation. Reflect on how effectively you handled your first emotional response during a recent stressful situation. The third component is motivation. Motivation within emotional intelligence involves keeping a positive mindset and concentrating on your objectives regardless of obstacles you face. Resilient individuals who possess emotional intelligence remain steadfast in their goals despite any encountered challenges. Recall an occasion where sustained motivation enabled you or your team to triumph over a major obstacle. What kept you going? Moving on, we have empathy. Empathy refers to the capability to identify and comprehend what others are feeling. This quality enables sensitive responses that enhance communication and deepen interpersonal relationships. Using empathy in interactions leads to better collaboration among team members and smoother resolution of conflicts. When did you last try to fully comprehend a colleague's viewpoint? How did it affect the relationship? Finally, we come to social skills. Social skills enable effective teamwork through proper interaction with colleagues. These skills require clear communication alongside conflict management capabilities and the ability to establish trust within teams. Professionals who excel in social skills build collaborative work environments that enable open dialogue to flourish. So, what methods do you employ to sustain transparent and supportive communication among team members? What is emotional intelligence important for the teamwork? People in professional settings team up to work together and achieve success through effective collaboration. High emotional intelligence helps individuals, firstly, build trust and positive relationships with colleagues. Secondly, manage workplace stress and avoid emotional burnout. Third, resolve conflict constructively instead of escalating tensions. And last but not least, adapt to workplace changes and different personalities. Teams exhibiting strong emotional intelligence achieve better productivity and stronger unity while easily adapting to changes. Leaders who demonstrate high emotional intelligence have the ability to effectively direct their teams while establishing a work culture that supports and motivates everyone. Employees who do not possess emotional intelligence face difficulties in building relationships with others, which results in misunderstandings and a reduction in team effectiveness. In your current or past teams, how has emotional intelligence or the lack of it impacted teamwork and collaboration? Emotional intelligence in conflict resolution. Workplace conflicts will always arise, but emotional intelligence becomes essential to resolve these situations effectively. Essential emotional intelligence skills is in conflict management include firstly, recognizing emotional triggers. People who practice self-awareness can recognize emotional trigger situations and manage their reaction before issues worsen. Developing empathy, learning to emphasize with others enables people to approach discussions with respect and solve problems more effectively. Third, enhancing communication skills. Constructive dialogue results from employing I statements alongside active listening techniques instead of engaging in confrontations. 4. Managing stress and emotions. People who practice mindfulness and self regulation techniques maintain their calm and make rational decisions even during high pressure situations. Last, focusing on problem solving. Emotionally intelligent people prioritize solutions that help everyone instead of searching for who is at fault when solving problems. Example like handling the stress. A deadline is fast approaching while one team member struggles with feelings of being overwhelmed. An emotionally intelligent colleague would understand their stress before responding and offer assistance with helping to organize tasks for efficient workplace management. When teams recognize stress and provide support, members can prevent burnout while keeping productivity levels up. Teams can maintain focus and efficiency by implementing stress relief strategies, which include structured break along with deep breathing exercises and clear communication methods. Example number 2, resolving workplace disagreements. Two co-workers dispute who should handle specific duties. To resolve differences without confrontation or avoidance require emotionally intelligent methods where both parties' viewpoints are heard and concern recognized before working towards a mutually beneficial team compromise. People with emotional intelligence make sure all participants feel listened to and respected, which encourages collaborative efforts. Through a focus on shared objectives and the reduction of defensive reactions, they cultivate a problem-solving approach which leads to sustainable and fast solutions. Example 3. Providing constructive feedback. A manager must address the error made by an employee. Leaders address mistakes by using a supportive tone which helps people grow instead of assigning blame. Emotionally intelligent leaders should choose statements like "I noticed an error in this report" to address mistakes rather than making broad accusations such as "you always make mistakes in these reports." This method combines a joint review of the work with a search for future improvement strategies, which promotes learning and development while maintaining employee confidence. The receipt becomes more receptive and open to growth when feedback is given in a non-threatening way that focuses on solution. Example 4. Encouraging team collaboration. During team-based projects, certain members could experience feelings of exclusion or lack of participation. A leader with emotional intelligence creates an environment where all team members can share their inputs because everyone's voice gets equal value. The leader sets up scheduled meetings to allow input from each member while using positive reinforcement to boost participation alongside proactive resolution of any problems. Workplace environments with high emotional intelligence produce greater innovation and creative results because they establish trust-based open communication system. The examples show that emotional intelligence leads to better workplace relationship which results in reduced stress and increased productivity. In summary, emotional intelligence is a critical skill for effective teamwork and workplace success. We have covered the 5 key components of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. How emotional intelligence influences teamwork, stress management, and conflict resolution. and practical applications of emotional intelligence in everyday work situations. By improving emotional intelligence, professionals can build stronger workplace relationships, manage challenges more effectively, and contribute to a positive and productive work environment. Emotionally intelligent employees create a culture of respect, trust, and collaboration, leading to a great job satisfaction and team success. To strengthen your emotional intelligence, practice self-awareness by reflecting on your emotional responses. Engage in active listening during conversation to enhance empathy and understanding. Work on developing self-regulation techniques such as mindfulness and stress management to maintain composure in challenging situations. Finally, remember that the emotional intelligence is a lifelong skill that can be cultivated over time. By incorporating these principles into daily interactions, you can create a more harmonious and effective workplace. Take some time to reflect on your own emotional intelligence and practice the strategies discussed today. Choose one emotional intelligence skill you will focus on improving this week. Set a small, achievable goal to practice in your daily work. Thank you for watching.